Well, hello, my beautiful Sagittarians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-February right through to mid-March 2024. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. But I just want you to be aware that the planetary alignments are all direct, which means there is a prime energy right now helping you to find someone new. So let us see what is coming in your way and what's going on there. Your first card, of course, is the Sun. So this indicates that some of you, I feel like you are going through a period of enlightenment, personal development, and growth. But also, I feel like you haven't fully given up on love. There is hope there. I feel some of you are trying to remain positive that, there is a divine counterpart coming in. I mean, look at your outcome energy. There's a commitment coming in for you. So this is quite exciting. I feel it's really attached to your state of mind as well. Being positive and recognizing that any past experiences that you had, because I feel some of you have had something difficult go on in your past there. It doesn't have to be like an ex or a relationship that you had in the past that was difficult. It can also be that you've had hardship in life and that you've really struggled. You've become strong because of it and super independent, but it could come in the form of like bullying. Some of you may have been bullied when you were younger, and it creates a level of anxiety and trust issues when you are about to meet a person or go deep with a relationship because you feel like exposed or vulnerable. And it can indicate some of you may be shy or you're overcoming things that you've experienced that perhaps other people haven't experienced. So I feel you've been going through an intense healing process throughout your life. Some of you may have witnessed something from childhood, parents divorcing or very turbulent relationships. And this may have been your first foundation of what it means to love. And I feel like you're processing these things. And of course, not every Sagittarian has experienced that. But because the cross has shown up there for you, I will tap into the energy. But I do feel that you've had something difficult occur on your journey to date. And I feel like you tend to sacrifice a lot for relationships. You're all in. You don't fall in love easily, but when you are in love, you're in it for the long term. And I feel like you give every part of yourself. And one of the lessons I feel you are meant to learn, which actually is a collective lesson at the moment for everybody, it seems to be about reciprocity. Okay, so I feel you're learning to have balance in your life and make sure that when you get into a relationship that you're not constantly overgiving or trying to overcompensate for the fact that the other person perhaps doesn't step up to the plate in terms of energy. So you may have been one of those people who find really interesting things to do, or you're always going over to see that person. And I feel like you're just noticing, actually, you're going to readdress the balance. But your first card there is your protagonist energy. You're learning to shine your light. You're learning to be seen. Okay, sometimes it takes a long time for us to feel really, truly comfortable within ourselves. So once we start to know ourselves better, we allow ourselves to shine a little bit more. And I definitely see that you're maturing. I see that you are trying to embrace the joys in life, the little things as well as the big things. Very important there. But I do feel, the sun is starting to rise on your love life rather than set, is what I'm seeing here. And I feel you are shaping your mindset in a different way there as well. Now, of course, the Sun card, it can indicate, abundance. A lot of you have been focusing on, your tasks, responsibilities, because with the cross here, it can also indicate some of you have been super busy, that you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, and that finding time to meet new love is difficult. And I feel trying to make some adjustments in your life is something that perhaps you've been thinking about right now. I mean, the Sun card as your protagonist energy means a positive outcome is assured because you're starting with that energy. Also, the Sun card can indicate some of you are starting to feel a little bit more motivated to get out there and have the energy to connect to experiences, whether that's festivals or hobbies or, classes of learning. I feel like you're thinking about the bigger picture and trying to connect to things that really set your soul on fire. Your passions. I feel like you're led with those passions. And, this is a fire kind of energy here. So I feel like you are reigniting your passion, your lust for life, because I feel some of you, it's almost like you may have felt suspended or dormant or just a little bit in limbo when it comes to your dating life. And you may have withdrawn in order to do some personal development or just focus on, your abundance, your prosperity at this time. But the cross there, it's in the resistance position. So it's kind of like you got it in the reverse there. But, it will go into the upright, which means you're looking at your responsibilities and, your sacrifices that you make. And this could be for time, because they're literally showing me a clock right now. Some of you may be always pushed for time. You may feel like you're always like multitasking. You're always on the go. There never seems to be enough hours in the day for you to have a little bit more quality me time. And I feel like you're going to be readjusting the balance there as well. Also, it's number 36. When you reduce it, 3 plus 6, of course, is 9, which is the hermit energy. So some of you may have put dating on pause, withdrawn in order to heal or to focus on the things that you feel are your true mission, your purpose in life. And I feel intuitively you're being led to open yourself up to love now, because love is on the horizon for you. And I feel it's a commitment that's coming in, something long term there. Okay. Now, of course, the cross can also indicate that you've had a lot of hardship or stress recently. You've been trying to manage stress levels or pressure. And it can also indicate that you've had difficulty in love. You made a sacrifice for a relationship, and perhaps you felt betrayed in some way in that relationship, and you're trying to move through trust issues, rebuild your confidence, and move on. And for some of you, you may feel, if you have not had a high-level commitment in the past, you may have felt that it's almost like passed you by. And I feel, now is your time to step into that level of empowerment and confidence and shine your unique light, because I do feel that you are attracting a lot of attention at this time. This is a card of being magnetic, and it's 31. When you reduce it, 3 plus 1 is 4, which is about creating a solid foundation. It's also about attracting Emperor energy, which basically means you're attracting someone for the future. And it's also about respect in relationships, but also it's about good quality me time, and it's about protective energy. Okay, so some of you may have like families that you feel very protective over, or you have a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders as well, and you've been in a very protective mode. It can indicate you're protecting your heart, or that you just don't have space for love in your life at this moment, and you're creating space for love to come in, because love is coming in. This is your outcome energy. And this is the overarching. The ring represents commitment, a contract between two people, that there is a bond. And I feel like you will meet someone who you will settle down with. I feel this is a person who is a true gem. It's number 25. When you reduce it, 2 plus 5 is 7, which is a chariot card number. You'll take the journey of life with each other. I mean, when you apply the chariot card to a love energy, it also means commitment, to take a journey together. And I feel this is about you also putting energy into opening yourself up to meeting new people. And I actually don't think that you're looking for the one when you meet this person, but I feel like you're actually going to meet the one, but by doing something for yourself, because this is a card of, the sun, which is Leo energy. And it's also, connected to the ego, which is about the self. And I'm not talking about like the negative aspect of ego. I feel it's more about your sense of identity. It's really about you focusing on your own tasks and, going through a personal journey of discovery at this time and seeking something more authentic, to really see ahead, see a future with a person. And I'm just going to go and get a Celtic cross for you just to see who is coming in your way as well. King of Cups, you have a beautiful heart, an incredible heart, and you're so ready for love. The King of Cups is someone who is very deep, is very sensitive, someone who is very protective, someone who is non-judgmental, someone who is a peacemaker. Now, I feel like you're someone who is incredibly passionate and you're looking for that forever after love. And with the Four of Wands crossing you, it means you're actually going to meet someone where you will get engaged, you will settle down. The Four of Wands is the halfway to marriage card, and the ring also represents commitment. So I definitely see that you're going to meet someone who is on the same page as you when it comes to love. And the fact that we've got the Wheel of Fortune on the earthly plane position, this tends to mean it's fate, it's destiny that you are connecting to at this time. Four Cups, yeah, some of you are feeling a little bit fed up with the current circumstances. You're looking around perhaps and there's nobody out there that you are interested in. It's almost like you lost that loving feeling for a while, just to focus on your own needs. This happens for a reason. It happens to make sure that we're on track with our personal development and also our life's purpose, our true calling in life. So I feel a lot of you have been focusing on that. We've got Page of Swords. Ooh, and we've got the Sun card again. Look at that. And this is your advice to yourself in this moment, which is your protagonist energy. So that's about shining your light. So there is synchronistic energy going on in your reading, and the Page of Swords indicates someone new is going to pique your curiosity, and it's going to go places that perhaps you are not aware of yet, but I feel it is going to develop into something truly exciting. Now, we do have the Two of Pentacles there as well, which is about a little bit more balance in your life. Also, the lesson of reciprocity. I feel some of you have met people in the past who are very inconsistent, a little bit wishy-washy, but I feel that's all about to change for you. Page of Cups, look at this. The fact that we got Page of Swords and Page of Cups, I will pull a card on it because that can suggest two people who are interested in you. Someone who perhaps thinks about you a lot, because the Page of Swords can actually be someone who is lurking behind the scenes. Someone who's keeping an eye on you. They have feelings for you. They want to know what you're up to, but at the same time, they're not forthcoming with information. So I feel I'll have to pull a card on that. But ultimately, all cards point to love, okay? So your first card there is the King of Cups, which means you have that incredible heart and you've created a space for true love to come in, okay? You've become emotionally secure in yourself. I feel also that you have built that level of confidence because I feel, life has taught you no other choice. It feels very much like you're a very independent soul. You are truly self-sufficient, and I feel you've got to a position in your life where you're mature. You know what you want. You certainly know what you do not want, but life has taught you that, okay? I feel some of you with the Four of Wands in your crossing position, you've had an experience where you separated from somebody who is truly important for you, and it marked your heart. Okay, and I feel it's taken a long time for you to just recalibrate and even be interested in finding love again. Because I feel some of you, there's nobody who's been really piquing your interest, and you've just been doing you for this time. But this is a great starting position because it means, you hold yourself in high regard, you value yourself, you've erected healthier boundaries, and I feel like you've become comfortable with a level of uncertainty in life that it makes you feel like you're in command of your emotions to some degree, but at the same time, you recognize that you want love, but you're not allowing love to disappoint you this time. It's almost like you've honed your intuition to a point where any red flags, you're just noticing them and then nipping them in the bud by stepping away from them. I feel like you don't want any drama. I feel like you've moved on from that part of your life, and now you're looking for something more settled, more stable, and you're so ready. Okay, we do have the Four of Wands. I do apologize for my voice. There's nothing wrong. Actually, it's just morning voice. When you wake up first thing in the morning and you have your coffee and you're still sounding like really like low voice. It's just that, a little bit croaky. So I just thought I'd mention it since it keeps going in and out there. I'm just doing the reading super early today. So we've got the Four of Wands as your crossing card. Now, as I said, Four of Wands is about, a pinnacle, a milestone moment in your life. It's a crossing card for you, which means you read both sides, the upright and the reversal there. Now, the upright can indicate that you're about to meet someone that you're going to settle down with, because it is the halfway to marriage card, but it's also a card about celebration, being in the company of like-minded people, going out and having fun. So some of you, there's a couple of energies coming through. Some of you could hear from people in the past, and I'm talking about friends who may reach out to reunite and invite you to something. So that's an energy that's coming through right now. Some of you have an invitation that you've been given and you're thinking about going to it. It could be a wedding. It could be a birthday. It could be a house party. It could be just, a gathering, for example. I feel it's really important for you to get out a little bit more is what I'm seeing there, because it is a crossing card. Some of you have been a bit of a homebody recently, because the reverse of this can indicate that you've been in very insular, shall we say, and you've been focusing on your tasks and responsibilities that perhaps you haven't had the time to be going out. I just heard, or the luxury of going out and having fun. I know that the price of living is going up and everything like that. So it can be very difficult to find pockets or moments to get out there and have fun. But also the Four of Wands is, celebrating friendship, just seeing people that you truly care about in your life. So I feel a lot of you are going to be in good company, having fun when you meet this person. So that could come through something that you're passionate about, whether it's a course of learning that you're on, or whether it is, you just going down the gym with your friends, or whether it is you taking a trip. I feel there is a strong potential for you to meet someone where you're just enjoying yourself, okay? Whether it's some sort of feast date or some sort of celebration where you let your hair down. There may also be music there. I'm hearing, thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. I'm hearing a song right now. It's actually a very famous song. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. But when I get home to you, it's the things that you do that make me feel all right. Okay, now those two sentences, I know this song actually quite well. Those two sentences, they don't exist together in the song. I'm being given pockets of the song. Now, either you're going to hear that song over the next couple of weeks that indicate you're about to meet a soulmate, or it can also indicate that you are working really hard, or you have a lot on your plate right now, and, creating some sort of balance in your life is necessary. Easier said than done, I know. There's just never enough time in the day. 24 hours sometimes is just never enough for me. Also, it's really hard to find pockets, moments of me time, let alone anything else. So I feel some of you are really going to restructure your schedule in some way and do something for you that makes you feel good. And with the Four of Wands in this position, it can also indicate that some of you were in a high-level commitment before, and it has in some way, ended. Now, this could be you had a bad breakup with somebody and, it left you feeling really empty. For some of you, and with a lot of respect and love, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but I have to mention it because it's coming through. Some of you may have lost a partner, through them transitioning, and you are widowed, and you may feel a little bit bereft right now. I definitely see that, you're being given like a sign. Let me see if I can tap into that sign. It's almost like this person totally wants you to be happy, okay? And when you feel it is the moment to sort of not move on, that's a different energy. When you can create space for someone new to come on in as a new experience, then of course the person will show up for you. Let me just see if I can... I'm being shown like a very large ship with those old-fashioned sails, a sailboat, okay? And it's a logo or an image you'll see. I mean, if you're lucky enough to see a real one, look out for that. I feel this is a sign to say, you know what? There's a great journey in life. Please enjoy it. And I feel this person is with you every step of the way as well, like, supporting your journey. So, you know, there's a very odd image that's coming with it as well. It's almost like I'm seeing a face in the clouds and it's like blowing the sails. So it's almost like they are guiding you to move forward. So with respect, I'm just going to move away from that energy. And that message just came through there for you as well. So for those of you who had a breakup, a really bad breakup, or a divorce in some way. Some of you may have lost that loving feeling, as I said, that taste for being in a relationship for a while, and I feel like you've been guided to enjoy your single life, okay? What is below you? You have the Wheel of Fortune, and this indicates destiny and fate are guiding you. This is below. Anything that's below, of course, is connected to the earthly plane. So fate is favoring your boldness because I feel you're actually going to get yourself out there. You may even be talking to somebody new. Some of you may be talking to someone new, or you may have been talking to someone at this present time, and you just feel like there's something like not 100% your person. I don't know. There's just an energy of, feeling a little bit fed up, especially since you got the Four of Cups there, that you feel you're destined to meet somebody else. And I feel like you're right there. For those of you who are currently talking to someone and you're feeling a little bit unfulfilled in this, you just feel like, they just don't have that spark, or they just don't have that thing. I feel like you're about to meet someone new, okay? But I will pull a card on those 2 pages for you. But Wheel of Fortune, lucky break, sudden energy where out of the blue, you're meeting someone new. And I feel like you're being guided to meet this person. You're destined to be together with this new person, okay? Now, in the past position, we do have the Four of Cups there. And the Four of Cups is an energy of feeling like a little bit of apathy, like you're not really fussed about the dating scene. Now, this is a past position, so it can indicate that you've tapped into the dating scene occasionally. You've had a look around and thought, there's no one there who's sparking my curiosity. There's no chemistry. It's just not working out for you. So it's almost like, you've been closed off to love for a little while, keeping it arm's length, not because you wanted to, but you felt you had other priorities. And, the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the figure is sitting under a tree with arms closed, which means closed off to love. And the 4 cups that are on the earthly plane, 3 of the cups are on the earthly plane, and then 1 cup comes from a cloud. The hand of the universe delivers something new or someone new into your life. And those 3 cups, they are, an energy of feeling dissatisfied, that you do have people who are attracted to you. You have people who pay you attention, or who are magnetized towards you, but you're just not feeling it for those people. It's not what you're looking for. And I feel the universe is about to deliver someone that you are truly interested in, and it is love, okay? Also, the 4 cups can indicate some of you are, expecting an omen, or you're looking for a sign of, how do I know this is the person? Well, there's a really important sort of test that you can do. Basically, whenever I truly want a sign from my guides or the universe, I ask for a very specific sign. Like many, many years ago, my mom was a little bit worried about something and was like, well, how do I know it's going to be okay? And I was like, well, ask for a sign. And she asked for a ladybug. And I was like, okay, that's going to be a very interesting feat for your guides to deliver, because it was not the season. It was ice cold. It was like winter. And I was like, what is going on? You've picked the one sign that perhaps is potentially, very difficult to deliver. But I kid you not, a real life ladybug came, swooped down, and was presented in front of my mom only like a day or 2 after she asked for the sign. And suddenly she was given the feeling that everything's going to be well, it's all going to be fine, there was nothing to worry about, even though I told her, but sometimes, everybody worries from time to time. And, everything was fine. And that was her sign. And it was not the season for ladybugs or ladybirds, however you call them. So be very precise with your sign. If I get an image that comes up other than the sailboat, that could also apply to everybody else. But there's also like a little face blowing the sailboat there. It's in the clouds. So it could be a logo or a very famous picture that I'm not aware of. So it may be something that you'll see. So watch out for that. What is above you? The Magician, the power of your mind. And that's why I gave you that sort of story about my mom, because, this is an important thing. We are all energy, and we tap into a consciousness that is collectively connected. And the Magician is, you have a lot of power, but you must focus on what it is that you want in order to get it. And if you have a very sort of busy lifestyle and you're not even giving at least 5 minutes, a pocket of your time to visualize a love relationship, to see yourself with a person, then you're not doing any manifestations and you're not connecting to the energy of wanting love. You maybe focus on projects or responsibilities in the home space. But the next 6 weeks, I actually see you really visualizing the sort of person you want. And the universe is going to surprise you by delivering a person who is so close to what it is that you're asking for. The Magician card indicates you're turning your visions into reality, but you're also using inspired action. And the inspired action is the Four of Wands, getting out there, having fun, whether it's to festivals or invitations or just going out with friends or, day-to-day things that you are interested in. I feel you're doing the legwork so the universe can actually come and deliver what it is that you desire there, okay? Magician can indicate, your focus, and it can also indicate your confidence, that you are building a level of confidence where you will accomplish what you set out to achieve. Now, in the near future, we have the Page of Swords. This indicates someone perhaps who've already got their eye on you. This is the stalker of the zodiac, okay? The cards are kind of like pointing that this person's very curious. They could be keeping an eye on you, investigating to see what you're up to. So let me just pull a card on this because it can also represent your energy, that there is someone that is going to make you very curious, someone that you want to know better. And let me just pull a card on it. Pages bring news, okay? So I feel, the fact that you got 2 pages, I feel like you're going to be talking to somebody new. Okay, this is someone who perhaps sees you about, okay? I feel like they see you around. This is someone I feel perhaps you see sometimes as well. 6 of Wands, I feel this person, they've put you on a bit of a pedestal, whoever this person is. Can you show me a little bit more? 10 of Wands there. I mean, I feel like actually the energy that I'm getting, I thought that maybe you saw this person about, but actually I see that this person sees you, but perhaps you don't see this person, that they sort of keep tabs on you, or I feel like you perhaps are aware of their presence, but I feel like you don't see them in that way. Can you show me a little bit more? I mean, this could be like a neighbor. It could be someone you see at a coffee store. It could be like, if you are in a career, it could be a boss. Someone who actually, okay. 6 of Cups, I just wanted to clarify a little bit more. 6 of Cups is someone who wants to reunite. So it can also indicate someone who, was a bit of a nightmare to be with. So it could be an ex as well. This person, they may actually see that you're doing really well, that you're having a bit of a glow up. It's almost like they're investigating what you're up to. And if they see that you're being truly successful, they feel like they missed out on being with you. And I feel like they did. They missed out, and they can sit in their regret. So I feel, with the 10 of Wands there, it's something that you have a lot of baggage with a person, or history perhaps. And I feel not all of you, my beautiful Sagittarians, because I am getting like a percentage of energy. It's almost like 40% energy of my beautiful Sagittarians out there will hear from an ex. Okay, these 2 cards, this is like to reunite or to try and reunite. And I mean, 4 of Wands as well is reunion card. As I said, it could also be a friend that perhaps there was history with this person and they're like looking you up, seeing what you're up to. But with the 9 of Swords, I feel, there's just this energy of perhaps, having faith that you're going to meet someone new, but also I feel like you can't see yourself with this person, okay? Whoever this person is. I feel like you're going for the Page of Cups. That's your outcome energy. So I feel there are 2 people, one person who's interested in you. Now, as I said, I can't quite tell. I feel it's 2 energies. 40% it's going to be an ex, and then the rest, 60%, I feel it's someone that you know. It could be someone that you're aware of, should I say, and they're interested in what you're up to, and they may reach out to invite you out for something, but I feel like you're really not interested in this person, so I'll move away from that energy. We do have the Sun card. This is your energy, your advice to yourself in this moment. Shine your wonderful light, go through an intense period of personal development, and allow yourself to be seen, okay? Also to remain positive. Normally on the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there is a little child on a horse, okay? So it's like, enjoy your freedom, enjoy your single life. When you fall in love with your life, then you attract people who fall in love with you because of the energy vibe that you're currently in. So, being happy from within and all by yourself in your own company actually helps you attract love. Because if you attract a person and you're not happy with yourself or with your life, okay, you're not going to find happiness through another person. You need someone who is a welcome addition to the life that you've built for yourself. So I definitely see that there is a positivity, a go-getting spirit there. And also, as you can see, this figure is taking a bath. So you're in a period of cleansing, healing, but also having more me time. And I feel readdressing the balance is important there for you. Now we do have the Two of Pentacles, and as I said already, I feel like you do have a choice there, but this is also about, the balance of life, the harmony of life, being in the rhythm. Some of you, it could be that you are very busy, you're multitasking, and, you need to find a little bit more harmony or balance there. You need to find time and space for love, because, if you're all work, then you're actually going to tip yourself out of balance, and you're going to feel very stifled and stuck. But also I feel the Two of Pentacles is to remain flexible. So if, for example, you're invited to a couple of events and you think, oh, you know what, I've got a lot of work on, I feel like you could perhaps in some way reshape your schedule in order to find time for at least one of those events. And I feel, you're really looking at, your dedication and commitment to finding love in the next 6 weeks. What I'm actually getting is that there's a fluctuation in intention here. It's almost like sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to find love, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, this is my year to find my soulmate. And then the next moment I'm like, I just feel this energy of, I'm probably not going to find anybody, so it's probably a waste of time. So I'm actually just going to focus on me. I'm just going to focus on my projects. There's just a fluctuation there, and I feel there's a little bit more call for being in the rhythm of your decisions, okay? And also, I feel some of you in the past, you may have connected to very sort of inconsistent people, and you're wondering if you're going to meet someone who is in the same cycle of inconsistency, but that's not true at all. I feel like your dream of love and romance is becoming a reality, and this person is all in from the very beginning. This is the new person, okay? The Page of Swords there, I feel like this is a potential fling or a potential, flirtation with maybe, someone who has a crush on you, or even an ex there where you feel like you're not going to return to it. But ultimately, I feel like the one is coming in. Now we do have the Four of Pentacles. This is in your hope and fear position. This is all about, creating a foundation for love. But the Four of Pentacles in the hope and fear position indicates you're hoping for long-term security. You're hoping for a relationship that has longevity, where you settle down. That you build a life with somebody. And the fear, of course, is someone who makes you feel really vulnerable, that you open up to them, and then, they don't invest in a future, or they don't invest in the relationship, and they leave you hanging or confused as to where you stand there. Also, some of you may look at support. Does this person support me and my goals and my dreams? And I don't mean, are they supporting you to do everything that you want, but are they a supportive partner? I feel, is there reciprocity in this? And I feel the answer is going to be yes with this new person. I feel like also, you're taking ownership of your actions and where you put your priorities. And, finding love is an act of self-care. And it's really important to recognize that, finding time to go after something that is, your calling is of course important, but also finding that level of love in a relationship is equally important. So, for some of you, you've put it on the sidelines until you feel ready, and that's absolutely the best. It's, a very responsible way to sort of lead your life. But I feel now you are ready. You've got the King of Cups there. So I do feel this energy of like, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, it's like, well, what are you waiting for? Okay, because I feel like you're about to meet the one. But do remember also that destiny plays a hand in this relationship, because I feel like you are being orchestrated to meet this person. But at the same time, in order to do that, you have to go out of the house to do it, unless you're online dating. So that's what's coming through there as well. Now we do have the Eight of Swords. Totally feel this energy from you, my beautiful Sagittarians. You can't see how this is going to happen. You're like, nope, I'll believe it when I see it. Eight of Swords is to see things as they truly are, to be really blunt with yourself. And, I really respect that level of honesty with yourself as well there. Eight of Swords can indicate some of you are feeling a little bit stuck and you don't know how to get out of that rut. But with the Four of Wands there, this is like, do things that you enjoy for you. And as a byproduct, you're actually going to meet someone new through that process. So you're not actively seeking the love. You're not putting yourself out there in a vulnerable position. I feel like actually you're just doing something for you. And then, finding someone new is a welcome surprise. Also, the Eight of Swords there is, an energy of self-imposed restrictions. So it's like sometimes we can tell ourselves, and I did this myself many, many years after a major breakup. I actually, almost became a recluse and was like, nope, not going out, not doing anything, just gonna. And my friends were like, you need to go out, you need to just put yourself out there again. I was like, wow, the thought of that is just like horrific, because I'd been so damaged by a relationship that I thought I'll never love again. But, I started to realize that I was finding excuses on not to go out. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, you know what? I've got that project on. Oh, I really need to focus on this. Actually, I'm washing my hair. Actually, I'm tidying my house because I haven't tidied the apartment in a long time and I just feel I'm in a funk. I came up with every excuse. But at the time, I didn't think it was excuses. At the time, these were necessary things that I needed to do. But then I really sat with myself in my truth and was like, come on, it's time. You really are making some excuses now. It's time. You're avoiding getting out there because you feel potentially you could get hurt again, or potentially that there's no one out there, and you just sit with that level of disappointment. Sometimes if we're in our mind, we can think, yeah, I'm going to go out, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get ready and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find someone new. And then when the reality hits, it's like, well, I tried that and it didn't work and there's no one new out there. Sometimes we would rather live with the idea that we're going to do it rather than face actually doing it and finding out that actually it didn't work out. So I feel there's that energy there that perhaps has conflicted you in some way. And again, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but I am picking up on it, so I must mention it. It must mean it connects to somebody out there because it's a thought form that's coming out in the energy. Now, we got the Page of Cups, which means love is on offer. This is your outcome energy. It's the last card, with the ring being your last overarching energy. This is a soulmate, okay? Pages, as I said, bring news. You're going to be talking to someone new, and it's going to be romantic from the very beginning. A lot of the readings I've been doing for the singles, there's a very common theme, but at the same time, they're meeting someone and they are, talking to somebody, and, it's going to be a very slow burn as to, is there something here? Is there not? When you meet this new person, instantly there is attraction, instantly it's romantic, and instantly you kind of know that this person is the start of a relationship. But it also is going to be a surprise, okay? In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there is a figure on the Page of Cups who has a cup, of course, which represents the dream of love. And then the fish popping out of that cup is the reality. Basically, it's like your dreams are becoming a reality. Your vision of love is now becoming real, and it's a surprise. That fish does not belong in that cup. You don't expect it to be there. And fish in the LENORMAND deck or in Tarot means abundance. It means your dream becoming a reality. It means you're in the flow of your feelings, and therefore you're actually affecting the physical plane. So I definitely see that new love is coming in, and it's also true love as well. Now, this person, they may be a little bit younger than you. Don't let that put you off, because I feel this person is mature enough to open their heart and be intimate and vulnerable with you. Also, they are emotionally available for love as well. And I feel you and this person, all the cards, there's a lot of synchronicity here, okay? You've got the Four of Wands and you've got the Four of Pentacles. This is like high-level commitment energy, something that is going to be true blue and long-term. Also, you've got double pages there. Actually, you've got 3 fours. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Oh, see, these cards, I love it. These cards, this deck is incredible, okay? It's the Love Story Oracle deck by DREWIT, and I'm not here to advertise anybody's product, but, I love utilizing people's skills, who are on Etsy. They create their own stuff. I love that. But this deck is like always on point. Basically, it's given me the whole sort of narrative of your reading, which is friendship. So I feel for the majority energy, there is a person that you kind of already know, and this person's trying to get close to you, but you are not interested in this person. We've got the rejection there, okay? So I feel for some of you, it could be that an ex comes in and they are sort of like under the guise of like, let's be friends or let's see if we can start this again. But I feel like you're turning your back on a person first, okay? There's a dynamic here where there's someone here that you let down or you're not interested in. And then we've got the spark, okay? And yeah, so I feel there is high-level commitment coming in, someone who has a lot of chemistry with you, and it's going to turn into something truly special there as well. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or rune before we close. Okay, we've only got one rune. Really interesting. And of course, we have the wheel. Okay, this is connected to the Wheel of Fortune, but also to the journey. That's probably why I got the ship, because in the LENORMAND deck, ships represent the journey. Okay, so it was just the image that came up there. Now this indicates, you know, destiny intervening to deliver what you desire. It can also indicate that a lot of you, if you're in a career, you're very focused on your career, but you need to create like an action plan of doing something for you. And as a byproduct, you're going to meet this person. But also, this is about control. Sometimes we have to give up control and say, I'm going to go with the flow. I'm just going to see how things go. And I feel like you're going to be in the right place at the right time to meet this new person. Yes, there have been delays in meeting somebody, but I feel unexpectedly you're going to meet this new person and it totally was worth the wait. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.